Shalom, 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 shalom. This is Brother Mawad coming to you again over the highway and the byway, bringing out this gospel, this truth, to edify the hopefully elect of Yasharala, Israel, so-called blacks, Native Americans, and Latinos. The seed line goes back to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. More than 2/3 of our people, that the end is near for Great Babylon, America, and the rulership of the so-called white man, Esau, the Edomite. Let these other tribes know that you're going to die and go into slavery along with Esau. Most of all, it's always a pleasure to let Esau, the Edomite, the so-called white man, know, starting with these kites on this poster here, these Amalekites, okay, so-called Jewish people, okay, and the Lord is going to fuck your ass up real soon, okay? Before we get started, let's turn to these, give all going on to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Kadash. Double honors that teaches others in the cause of great millstone, likewise, brothers, put out the truth. Faithfully, fearlessly feeding the sheep and brothers and sisters, tuning in, Shalom. Other things going on here. Jake doesn't want to repent. Jake wants to come up against the prophets. Jake thinks that this is a cult. Jake believes that they somehow can soothe, okay, the anger of the devil, Esau, the Edomite, the so-called white man, who has made it very, very clear, pursuant to Genesis 27 and 41, that he is going to go after the 12 tribe of Israel, okay, because he think that he was supposed to get the blessing, okay, and that we stole the blessing from him when the blessing was never his. But nonetheless, our people, being hard-headed, stubborn, soft-ass doggone men in their car, riding in their doggone metal coffin, have no doggone clue what's about to come here on Great Babylon, America. So this is why the Lord, this is why we go into the book of Matthew, 24, and starting with verse 5, because you have a lot of these camps that are going out there, okay? Everybody's offended. You get the camps out there, they're offended because now, see, they're trying to align themselves with so-called Nation of Islam, okay? They're trying to go and spread this gospel through their own personal means, which is like going physically to these places where we have the appropriate way to bring out this gospel to the unicorn. Okay, and then you have all the rest of these clueless Hebrew Israelites, especially the doggone so-called black woman, the nigger woman, okay, that can't keep their mouth shut, but that's okay, okay? This is the book of Matthew 24, and starting with verse 5, it says, "For many shall come in my name, saying, I am Hamashiach, and shall deceive many. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of war. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet." We're hearing about wars, what's going on right now. It's just a matter of time before somebody push the button, okay, and a tactical nuke go off. You get right now, you get Putin saying to NATO, "Hey, look here, man, we ready to defend Russia. We ready to go to war with y'all." See, deep down, they kind of know through the prophecy that they are going to actually be successful against Great Babylon, America. Okay, they're going to be successful against NATO. Okay. So they're ready to push that doggone button right now. You have, I think it was yesterday, you had the explosion out there in Iran, which they believe that was some type of sabotage. And coincidentally, that explosion came, you know, and slaughtered about 30, injured like a couple hundred. It came at the same time that, you know, the state of Israel is making a decision to go and try to bomb their facility because they don't want them to enrich uranium to create hydrogen bombs or atomic bombs, okay? And you have right now, secretly, unbeknownst to these pitiful, stupid, retarded ass, soft ass, gutless eating doggone Americans, that the president is sending our troops over to the Middle East right now. Your sons and daughters right now are going over to the Middle East to go fight for these doggone, these rich, sick, okay, pedophiles, okay, known as the elites, okay? They call them the Rockefeller, the Bilderbergs, okay, Rothschild, whatever the hell that name is, okay? They're nothing but doggone pedophile, murderous, thieving, stinking, nasty devils that's gonna send your son and daughter to go fight a war that they can't fucking win, all right? Continue on, it says, "For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. There shall be famines and pestilence and earthquakes in diverse places. Lord willing, that famine comes here in the Great Babylon, America." What you have right now, what unbeknownst to a lot of these people, because they don't read the headlines, they're not watchmen for their household, they're not watchmen for the Yasharalo, okay? They're not even watchmen for themselves. You had several CEOs from these major corporations that went and had a meeting with Trump and said, like, look here, this tariff war that you have going with China, okay, is not sustainable. That the shelves are going to be empty real soon. And we're not talking about shelves of goods and stuff like that, which they can sell. It's also going to be shelves, it's also going to be empty shelves, okay, with substance. Take a look at the average gluttonous, fat-ass American man, okay? All of the gut hanging out. I can't wait till the Lord, how about Shema Shai, bring that famine on these gluttonous, greedy sit here and bring God on America. Okay, because it's going to be a horrible way to freaking doggone die. Yeah, when your stomach is crying. And it's not because they're hungry, it's just because of a lack of doggone discipline. These people have no damn discipline whatsoever. It says, all these are the beginning of sorrows. Beginning. So you can see here that Mashiach said that these are the beginning of sorrows. The beginning of sorrows. Are you seeing right? What are you seeing right now that's going on with TikTok and all that stuff? All these doggone women coming up and going. They can't pay rent. Now all of a sudden now they need man. And you know the apostles and the other brothers have won. All the brothers like, look here, man, don't accept none of these women. If you already have a woman that's actually doing good for you, they're not going to be perfect. They weren't created to be perfect. They were created to be a help. So they're trying their best with you. You know, have that one until the appropriate time comes when the Lord is going to give you 10, 20, or 100 of them. Okay, that's going to be going ready to serve you. Okay, and bring something to the table, not an attitude. Bring something to the table, and you know, we'll be part of that elect. Lord willing, you're a part of that elect. But right now, these crocodile tears, these women, they're still looking for that simp. They're still trying to dig through the heaps, looking for those simp men and who's going to do it. And of course, you still can have those that's going to want to do it because they see an opportunity. But it's like, It says, then shall they deliver you up to be afflicted and shall kill you, and you should be hated of all nations for my name's sake, because we call on the true name, Yahweh Shai, who the word, Yahweh Shai Mashiach, who the word ignorantly called Jesus Christ. Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, who the word ignorantly called God. So we call on the proper name. We don't call it in mockery. Okay, we call it with reverence. He is the King of Kings and Lord of Lords. Okay? There's none above the Most High. Okay, and the Son, he is to be worshipped, and he is also to be revered on this earth. And that's why we bring on this name. Okay, it's not a no doggone mockery. But you get these doggone soft belly, little punk ass niggas and spicks. When I say I'm gonna just group all of you. If you're in the 12 tribe child and you're a part of a 2/3, doesn't matter if you're from Argentina, Mexico, okay, or Haiti, or the United States of America, I'm gonna categorize all of you as just niggas. It's just plain straight up. Alright? So you get our people just walk with their head up their ass like that, they haven't got a doggone clue of what's coming for their doggone little mushy ass. Okay? It says, so they want to kill a prophet. They want to call us a cult. They want to say, well, they're going to try to name us a new terrorist. Esau, don't worry. Wait appropriately. In the kingdom, for that 1,000 years, you are going to know what terror is all about. Okay? We're not terrorists. And yes, we already understand that some of us are going to be put to death for us a matter. Okay? To glorify the Lord Yahweh Shema Shai and this ministry and this works. And then there are going to be those of us who are going to have to be given spiritual powers, okay, to show you what time it is. And then the unbelievers are going to, hey, Jacob always looking for a sign. Or y'all going to see a sign, all right. You see at the stage when the time comes with the famine and people are getting sick as if all they've done has been gluttonous and eat and lazy and just sit on their ass, ride their big, fat, plump ass in these cars with their windows screwed up with air conditioning, listen to their soft music, as they freaking going to slug down some fucking tacos and other little shit. They're enjoying themselves right now. There's no adversity. So when you are not in adversity, you don't have any reason to be what they call it move like you. We used to always say it like this: move like you get a pair of fucking nuts. Okay. So as always, every time I come out here, the wind picks up. The wind picks up. The wind picks up every single time I come up here. It's windy. But then what do? Do I go stand up behind a damn building? Every time I come out here, the wind picks up and blow down every building. Every single fucking time. Alright? The wind picks up. But this is part of that shit that we do. We know the damn devil. He doesn't like the word head no. You know, he wants you to go hide up in a damn corner, you know. Hey, you know what? I'm not gonna go out there today. I'm not going to go there and do what the Lord Yahweh Shemashai said to go do, which is what? Stand out the highway and the byway and speak with a voice, okay, like a lion, and let these people know, look here. You're not going to escape the judgment of the Lord Yahweh Shemashai. It says, then shall many be offended, and they shall betray one another, and shall hate one another. You seen that betrayal already starting on the low scale right now. People trying to disassociate themselves from being Hebrew Israelite. Well, you can't associate yourself from being what you really are. And let's take a look at it, Jake. Esau created the concept of black and white, call himself white, and call you black. And through that type of concept, you've experienced nothing but the what? Lynching, hangings, okay, racial prejudice, all those things you've experienced because of that. You don't get to freaking don't have the great jobs or go in certain places, okay, or live the lifestyle that you dare dream about, that they always say the American dream. In fact, right now, when you take a look at it, these doggone Edomites ain't living the American dream anymore. How long you think they can be marching or saying, hey man, Trump, you fucking up the damn doggone country, before they grab arms up and start shooting each other? This is exactly what this is talking about. But y'all want to turn over the man of the Lord. That's okay. That is actually supposed to happen. They did it to the Mashiach. The Mashiach said the servant is not greater than the Lord. Okay? So we expect some of us to get put down, beat down, thrown in doggone prison camps, okay? Murdered, tortured. Hey, it's just the way it's going to be. Keep in mind that the Mashiach is going to, on the chariot, he's going to show us what he looked like when he was actually beaten. And if we're going to cry in bodies that are angelic and that are in God mode, okay, imagine what the sight is that we're going to see. They beat him beyond imagination. Okay, don't mind these doggone sissy ass doggone Hollywood movies where they show that he just got a couple little whip and he still look cute and pretty, you know, when they have to see like Jesus. No, they beat him. They beat him. He make that Tillman on Rodney King, the beatings that they took, it make it look like they just got a baby slap. How bad they beat the Mashiach. So so is it a strange thing that he's going to be coming back here angry? Who wouldn't? Okay? Especially the fact is that his own people that he came for didn't accept him. So that's the reason why you see when you doggone so-called blacks and Americans that you start starving. When this man kicked your door down and start raping your doggone stinking nasty ass wife, and doggone with these Hamites and these doggone even Ishmaelites and all that stuff, they're like men. So a lot of you doggone dudes are gonna get your doggone asshole tear up by these doggone faggots that's gonna be coming over here. Alright? Not to mention your damn woman. It says, and they should be offended. Why are they offended? They're offended because we're letting them know who the enemy is. They're offended because we're letting them know, okay, that the God of the Bible is not this doggone hippie-looking, doggone sissy-looking faggot that they call Jesus Christ. All right? That the God of the Bible is not some soft, doggone, old dusty old Edomite man, okay, that just loves everybody. That we are in fact not doggone so-called African Americans or Caribbean Americans, whoever the fuck is this doggone man come up with, that we are in fact gods. We're Yahshua, the Prince of power. We're gods, that you're king, that you are from a royal lineage, unlike anything existing in this universe. And yes, so often doggone spicks and niggas, low level, okay, low mentality. You feel so damn good that you get a car to ride in. Your tinted windows and your lifted trucks and your nice cars. Guess what? All of that is going to be taken away soon. Like, you know, the way the Lord is going to bring it on these people, it's going to come as a surprise. You're going to be completely ill-prepared for it. See, right now, you people are hearing about shortages and stuff like that. But see, what you understand is that at some point in time, Esau is going to say, lock down everything. Okay, we've got like about 20% of the food here. And what he's going to have is he's going to have all you people, when you don't have food, when you don't have anything, you start fighting each other, you start cutting each other's throat for a slice of bread, and someone start kicking your door down, and raping your wife and your kids, okay, maybe bend some of you on a little soft man over, and rape y'all too. Then you're going to understand that the Lord, Yahweh Shemel Shai, who word he called God and Jesus, okay, is going to deliver exactly what he said. See? And that's what you get. You'll have them, they like to screw their windows up like that, but see then when the time comes and they're getting their ass kicked, then they're going to be looking for a real man. Then they're going to be looking for God to protect their monkey ass. But up until then, Okay, we're an annoyance to these people, and that's the reason why they want you off the street. That's the reason why they want you to freaking know. There's a reason why Esau, okay, wants your ass off the street, and he don't want you to come up with this truth. Because see, this truth is hurting his ass. He's being exposed. He's never had people come up against him simply reading the Bible. We ain't doing no picketing. We ain't doing no doggone stupid doggone marching like ISUPK. What the hell is our paramilitary gonna do? Most of these dudes don't even know how to even clean a damn weapon. Or even fix a jam in the damn AR. Fire the low call 200 yards. Or sleep outside in the damn dirt. They don't know a damn shit about damn warfare, but you march around like that, like you're supposed to be impressed. Hey, I wouldn't even do a video on that damn shit. It's just so stupid and so lame. Esau wouldn't even send a fucking full unit for you doggone niggas, man. They send basically 2 or 3 doggone freaking dudes and the low level freaking cats out of the freaking doggone army or the Navy. And take all of you out in a matter of like doggone 3 minutes. Using just knives and hands. Stupid niggas, man. And it says, and many false prophets shall rise and shall deceive many. And because iniquity should abound, the love of many shall wax cold. Why is the love of many shall wax cold? You know I'm the spirit of God inside. But guys, you're going to be demonic towards each other. You people are not going to be brotherly, you're not going to be sisterly. You're not going to make decisions. And keep in mind what we pray for, and I know what I pray for the Yahweh Shemai Shai, is that he put the spirit in all of us to make the right decision as to who's going to be helped by us. Okay, the appropriate woman, okay, the appropriate child, and even the appropriate men that are sincere. Yeah, they're not necessarily out in the highway and the byway, but they're sincere and they were part of the chosen. That are going to understand what's going on. That is going to come back and repent. That's going to be a help. Men that are going to be able to help you. Okay, in a time of you need food, or you might have to build a makeshift shelter for the women and the kids. You know, men that you can sit around with a counsel in your particular area. We don't know how the Lord is going to give each of us, you know, a set of responsibility to go through Jacob's trouble, where we might have to protect and provide for women and children and stuff. And really, it's actually the Lord Yahweh Shemai Shai that's doing it. But of course, He used man to do it the same way Yahweh is using us to go in the highway and the byway to speak boldly against this man, against the wickedness of our people. Now, none of us are perfect. We fight in demons all the time, and brothers always come up with exhorting lessons about fighting those spirits that are trying to get you. You know, I myself have been busy, you know, for a couple of personal projects for the last 3 weeks. You know, and things wear and tear on your mind. And also, you know, you get these people that just approaching you. I don't know why people in neighborhoods, when you're in a neighbor, I don't know why your next door neighbor, they feel the need to have to approach you. It's like, what the fuck why you gotta talk to me? There's a reason why I cover my face. I wear a hoodie and I do my work, and I put my music in my ear and I'm focused. Like, why do you need to approach me? People just want to have this friendly, you know, let's all get along, we're neighbors, all this other shit type, you know, and in reality is this. I really just want to tell you, go fuck your damn self. So bad. I really want to tell you, go fuck your damn self. Really bad. Alright? So it said, but he that endureth unto the end shall be saved. Who's going to endure to the end? Okay? Those of us that don't turn around and say, man, fuck this shit. You know, let me just roll up my sleeve or take my hands out and take them out to the beast. Let me just go along to get along. Nah, fuck that shit, man. Fuck that shit. Okay, we've tried that in different parts of our life. We bow down to Esau during slavery. Now, while brothers Nell did the march in the 60s, none of us even, except the apostles, none of us are that old. Okay, we saw the march going on in the 70s, the 80s. Boy, this wind is picking the hell up. Okay, we saw the march going on in the 70s and the 80s. So we know all about Jake's oppression. So see, there it is right here. So this is what I deal with all the time. Like that, all of a sudden now you get all this fucking wind picking up. This is making it very difficult to do this like that. So hopefully I can get the stuff going. You know. And it says, this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world for witness unto the nations, and then shall the end come. So this gospel has to be preached first. Esau has to be warned about his judgment. These other tribes have to be warned about their judgment. Yeah, judgment. Okay? So everybody has to get a fair shake. This is what the Lord has set up for man. Stop fucking falling down, man. You know, this is what the Lord has set up the man to do. Okay? To do just that. Okay? To do just that. It's to preach this gospel. To preach this gospel. And that gospel is being preached. Okay? Via live stream, pre-recorded, whatever it is like that. We put those channels up, we put those videos up, okay. And in case you brothers don't notice, go into your channel, in your back page, and take a look, and you'll notice that Esau is strategically taking down certain kinds of videos, especially videos where we talk about exalting the name of Yahweh Shemiah Shai, rebuking these other doggone pussy ass camps, okay, that wants to take that took the bag. Okay, and tuck their little dick between their doggone tail up in their asshole. Okay, to go and praise this doggone, what's this so-called white man's friggin' doggone God, Jesus. We're talking about ISUPK, we're talking about IUIC, we're talking about doggone some camp name, One Body Christ or whatever the hell it is like that. And I noticed my videos disappearing. And I see the thing here, oh, this is not a strike and all that stuff. So right now, they're not taking out the channels. They're taking out certain videos. They want us to continue to put it up there because they want to use it as some type of court or whatever the case is like that. Well, like the Mashiach told us, we're going to have a field day. We're going to have a field day. We're going to have a field day, okay, in your court system. And the Mashiach already said he would speak to whoever it is that they grab up to bring to the court and say what? He's going to confound you, confound y'all. Everybody in our court is going to laugh at that, leaving their damn mouth wide open and get confounded. And Esau, when you bring the prophets up into your courthouse trying to accuse us of things that we didn't do because we were found blameless, okay? You're going to be exposed even more for the damn devil you really are. Let's go into the book of Isaiah 66. And let's talk about exactly why you have Jacob acting up the way they're acting up right now. Why they can't get this truth. Why they're turning tail right now, especially the doggone so-called black woman. Let me tell you what you doggone so-called black woman. You of all women should shut your damn mouth up. 95% of you are morbidly obese. Not fat, not chubby. Morbidly obese. You don't have any hair. You are cursed with stench and bald head. You are undesirable by every man on this earth. So if your own men, which is us, don't want you, and it's not going to show mercy in you, how much more so these other tribes when they're getting catching hell too? Because see, everybody's going to catch hell. See, Jacob's trouble is not only the 12 tribes trouble. Jacob's trouble is going to be the trouble for all you other nations. Because see, Jacob ain't going to behave, for one, when they can't get food. Okay, and they see these poor peasant doggone Edomites who probably provide little jobs for them or interview them for little jobs. They themselves are jobless and they themselves looking to grab the sword. Jacob's going to act stupid. Jacob's going to act stupid. Nobody is going to want to join hands at that point in time. People are going to go talk and deal with people who look like them, who understand them. Because that's the race war that you hear whispering about or roaming about, that shit is real. It is going to take place. It is going to take place here in Great Babylon, America, on different levels, different scales. Okay? And if you're not walking with this in those times, when those time comes, okay, and if you don't understand what's happening, you doggone 2/3 are there. A lot of y'all gonna hesitate to pull the trigger, or a lot of y'all gonna hesitate to even defend your household because you don't want to get in trouble. Because you still think there's a future here. In the meantime, these doggone Hamites and these motherfuckers gonna be walking in your household, beating the shit out of your kids, raping your wife and your kids. And most of you don't give a shit about your wife anyways. And you are not gonna do a damn thing because you're gonna be on the phone busy trying to dial 911 when there's no damn self-service. Why? Because you're not doggone wise. And Lord, He put the spirit of wisdom inside you, doggone man. Because why? He designed you to be a damn fucking pussy in a doggone time when the time comes. None of you are impressive, man. Your muscle isn't impressive. Okay? It says, let's go, this is Isaiah 66, starting with verse 4. It says, I also will choose their delusions and will bring their fears upon them, because when I called, none did answer. When I spake, they did not hear. When we go out on the highway and the byway, y'all screw your windows up. You have the nice tinted windows. Your cars are clean. Y'all spend more time going to the car wash, making sure your car is clean, so that Sunday you can keep driving around, you know, going nowhere. Okay. Then you're gonna go have dinner, get your friends, and everybody bullshitting you and talking to you, and you know they got your back and all that stuff like that. Y'all under the front, y'all putting your trust in doggone men. Y'all putting your trust in women. Y'all think women get. You got men who think women get that doggone back. That's why they so That's why you men are so comfortable just sitting back and let your doggone woman walk all over you and tell you what to doggone do. And she feel powerful like that. She got a man, but then she can control the man and tell him what to do and all that stuff like that. And all you women are gonna get humble in the wrong, in the most hardcore, brutal way, because you're gonna beat up a real man. But they ain't gonna be there to save your ass. They're gonna be there to do some really bad, nasty shit to your ass. Okay? Two, your little bitch ass man is not gonna do a damn thing about it. A lot of you women are gonna be looking for a doggone man, and and you're not gonna have one, because your men are gonna be like doggone bitches. All right? It says, because when I called, none did answer. When I spake, they did not hear, but they did evil before my eyes and choose that which I delighted not. So that delusion you're gonna get is that keep worshiping sweet loving Jesus. Go ahead, niggas and spit. Go ahead, keep worshiping sweet loving Jesus. Go ahead and keep bowing your doggone head. Okay, so this doggone Edomite. Keep looking at the doggone prophets that are trying to tell you, okay, what is to come? What has been prophesied to take place? And keep looking at us as the enemy. At the end of the day, again, other than the ones that the Lord has sanctified to be sacrificed through death, not a damn thing is going to happen to the elect. Not a damn thing. The Lord already made it very doggone clear, okay, that he's going to bring 1/3 to the fire, okay, which is going to be that doggone horrible trouble and judgment that the Lord is going to be bringing on Great Babylon, America, and across this earth. Hey, it's not going to be just only in America. It's going to be on this entire earth. But we talking focus right here, because this is ground zero. This is the place that the Lord is going to destroy. So the judgment is going to be worse on this doggone land. You people haven't seen shit yet, man. You people freaking doggone shit your damn pants when you have firecracker go off. Imagine here machine gun goals are going off every night. Imagine doggone water shells dropping around in these doggone towns. Imagine how you're going to respond to that. Well, you know you can be laying down with your fat ass, getting your 9 hours sleep, you know, your beauty nap, as you all like to call it. You know, wake up and put your little mud mask on, you know, get your little sticky nails on there. You've never done it. Doggone days, you doggone hard work in your life. You get these doggone, these nasty fat ass BBL bitches that don't even know that you would doggone make tea for themselves. Definitely ain't gonna do a damn thing for the doggone little classified doggone man they have in their household. You never do a damn thing. Why would you? Why would you do something for your man? Why would you serve your man if you have no respect for him, because he's not a damn man? You don't have no respect. You don't have no doggone fear. Because this place is out of order. Okay? This place is actually out of order. Let's take a look at that, actually out of order. And let's see how out of order this place really is. Okay? Because what we really want is the Lord to really bring the judgment, really, especially when our people are really humble of spirit. The really humble spirit of our people who think that there's something. Okay, which you are somebody, you are the children of the Most High, Yahweh. Okay? But you think you're something here in this society. What we see going on here, you see Kanye West, you see somebody, you see suck dick and tell you he's about 15. Like, what the fuck? You get P. Diddy or whatever the hell that doggone faggot is, or Sean Combs inside prison right now sucking dick probably still. You get these whores that was set up, supposed to be sexy red as get like doggone, give HIV or whatever the case is, like a bunch of men she slap around and that. You're gonna pay. Sooner or later the curtain will close. This man is gonna say, you know what, I don't need you anymore. It is going to take place, Jake. Okay, the murder driving around with your doggone music blaring up and stuff like that. That noise is going to attract the wrong type of attention. You're not impressing anybody with your doggone loud music. All that music is doing, you know, I could be wrong, because you could, you know, brothers do drive around with their music and stuff like that. We're not always, you know, preaching 24/7. But the Lord Yahweh Shemashai and His judgment and the things that He said He's going to do, And we are seeing it manifest right now. We are seeing right now. I open up with what? I open up about the fact that that many will be offended. We are seeing that right now. So guess what? What we understand is this: is that you have many that are going to be offended, and they will turn against you. This is what they're doing right now. So it's just a matter of, if that's the case right now, and part of that precept is that when they become offended, they're also going to turn you to the magistrates to be tried. So right now, we're getting close to the point, to the time right now where there's going to be a persecution. There's going to be a persecution, brother. We're getting to that point right now where there's going to be a persecution. Let's go into the book of... Let's see what we got here. Actually, let's go into the book of Ecclesiastes. Because I can tell you why a lot of them are offended right now. Because, see, they think Esau is going to win. Okay? You see, we come up with a whole different song. We tell Esau, no, you're going to lose. Okay, you're going to lose. You are going to lose, and you're going to lose horribly. This is the book of Ecclesiastes 8, starting verse 11, it reads, because sentence against an evil work is not executed speedily, therefore the heart of the sons of men is fully set in them to do evil. And this is the reason why Esau boasted about the fact that, well, he can do whatever he wants to do to us. He can set up snares. He can put pork juice or pork meat in everything that we eat, knowing that we are not supposed to eat that. And yesterday the devil's reported to the Lord, how about you, oh, gee, see, they're not following the laws, but we don't have any manufacturing. He set up corn. Okay, he set up the black woman to be a whore, to do a lot of nasty ass things. So it's all set up in snares, but he also puts it in such a way that you would actually feel like what you're doing is not actually detrimental to your salvation. So it does seem like he's winning because he has all of the power. The devil has all the power here. I mean, think about the devil. He tried to tempt the Mashiach. And this time, what he thought was weakness. Okay? But the Mashiach, he proved there's a reason why he's going to be called King of Kings and Lord of Lords. Alright? So right now, they're trying to do that to us in our feeble little flesh. We are not in comparison to the Mashiach or the Yahushai. But even when he was in his flesh form, okay? We're not nowhere near him. None of us can fast for 40 days. None of us can do it. I can barely make one day. All right? So imagine 40 days. None of us can do it. None of us. So he is the ultimate. It says, though I sin or do evil 100 times in his days we prolong, yet surely I know that it should be well with them that fear power, which fear before him. We fear power. We're still in this flesh. We can never please the Lord Yahweh Shemashai, no matter how much lessons you throw up. If you go into this 24/7, that's why we can't live by the law. It's impossible. We can't do it. It can't be done. We're gonna get those bodies that's able to do that in the kingdom. But as it stands right now, we're not able to do that right now. In about 2 months, we have a month called 5 months. I call it a 5 month. They call it Pride Month. I call it 5 months. It's the month of the Sodomites. Okay, I'm curious to see if Trump is going to say something about that. See, if you're a badass, doggone king that you say you are, then you would have already, since you took down DEI and all that stuff and everything that's associated with Jake, then you should take that down too. Because a lot of Jakes follow that pride shit. So why don't you turn around and say, you know what? No more Pride Month. No more of this fruity bullshit. But you're not going to do it. You know why? Because this place is called Spiritual Sodom in Egypt. All right? You're not going to do it because this place is called Spiritual Sodom. This place is called Spiritual Sodom in Egypt. So we get the wind picking up right more and more. So here we go. It goes. But it should not be well when the wicked, neither shall he prolong his days, which are as a shadow, because he feareth not before power. Why the Lord called it a shadow? When you compare time to the Lord and how about Shemashai, which there's no time for him, okay? Our lives mean nothing. You think about it. A fly goes from lava to a full-grown fly in about 3 days. and then it's dead. So a fly reaches, a fly, you know the house fly, reaches maturity in about a day, okay? And it's dead within the doggone third day for some species of them. So you think about that, okay? So what it says, a day to the Lord is like 1,000 years to us. So what is like decades? It's literally seconds to the Lord Yahweh Shemel Shai. Okay? An hour to him is 40 years. An hour to him is 40 years. So this is what we get the power we're dealing with here. So it seems right now that the wicked is winning. It seems right now to a lot of you Jakes out there that the wicked is winning. We've seen the appropriation or actually the dissemination of the mark of the beast, or the MOTB, which is the RFID microchip, now being implemented in these airports. It's implemented already in the pay system. It's all these things right here. So we're seeing all of this starting to come and manifest itself. So it's just a matter of time, okay, before this become a mandatory thing. And you know the thing about it is, what you Jake need to understand is, it's not going to be a mandatory thing that's going to be, that everybody's going to march up to and take it. It's going to come with stipulation. Because leading up to it, they're going to collapse the society. Yes, they're going to collapse it. And like some of the brothers say, you have brothers in this ministry that do have stocks and 401k and investments and all that stuff. So, yes, you're going to lose that. And we have to be prepared mentally for that. So, those of you think like, oh, yo, they're just a bunch of broke-ass niggas, like, yeah, you'll be shocked. You'll be shocked at the fact that brothers actually out on the highway and the byway doing this work, have businesses, have houses, renting apartments out, you know, are pretty well established, or what you would call established in this world. And that's the Lord Yahweh Shemel Shai. He set it up for certain brothers to be in that way and give them that responsibility for whatever purposes we don't know, okay? But we also understand that we have to be pilgrims on this earth, meaning what? You can't become attached to your nice house. You can't become attached to your worldly goods. Because at some point in time, you're going to have to get the hell out of the doggone doors. You think when they start burning down these doggone houses and robbing and shooting up every night, you think I'm going to stick around where I'm living? Or dig a hole in the ground? That's not going to be it. Okay, the Lord said, what? Get your ass up and be like pilgrim. The food is going to run out of this doggone little dusty ass town we call it Paso. The food is going to run out. I would say this town has maybe about 2 days worth of food before all hell breaks loose and everybody around here can start blah, 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 blah. This is Texas. This is Texas, baby. So you put it together, you put two and two together, everybody around here is armed to the teeth. Okay? Let's go in the book of Proverbs 21:12. Okay? Because see, we're not impressed with Esau. We know he's not going to win no matter what he comes out with. And yes, we understand that he's going to come out so hard. And that's going to be part of that test. Like some brothers put out the videos, you know, concerning the fact that right now we're in training, and then it's going to come the real test. We are playing everything that we've learned, that we're doing, and what we've talked about, how are we going to follow through? The Lord already knows which one of us is going to fall. Here it is ready to be set up. The Lord already knows which one is going to fall. How many brothers that we were seeing, you know, throwing out lesson 2-3 times a day, 5 days a week, 7 days a week, disappear? Like, disappear, man. And they seem very knowledgeable. It's like, how the hell did someone like that disappear? And yet, so you still have brothers who are like very simple and basic, still churning through. Okay? Proverbs 21, and 7 was verse 12, it said, the righteous man wisely considereth the house of the wicked, but power will overthrow the wicked for their wickedness. Wise power will overthrow the wicked for their wickedness. Because he don't like wickedness. The Lord doesn't like wickedness. He don't like wickedness from us. He sure as hell don't like wickedness from the other tribes, and especially Esau, the so-called white man, because he is the wicked. You see, when you have the ability to feed people, when you have the ability to provide water, okay, clean air, clean food, whatever the case is like that, and you abuse it, and you take it and you systematically change everything. You have GMO foods and all kinds of abominations right now that's hurting people. You have the weather pattern going on across this country. Unusual amount of winds, tornadoes, hurricanes, snow, all kinds of shit going on. You get all these planes all of a sudden catching a fire on the tarmac or having to make emergency landing. Why is that the case? So I always say, like look up, because I see commercial jets right now, and I look up and I go, okay, I'm looking up because at any moment, one of these doggone planes can drop out of the doggone sky. So I just need to look and see where I need to go run. Okay, Lord willing, it just never really actually comes, and drop on my head, But, for example, there's a place where there's two places I really wanted to go, but I ain't jumping on no damn plane. I'm not jumping on a damn plane, because to get to these places where I want to go, I have to fly, and I'm just not willing to go sit on one of those damn things. I can sit on the go on flying bombs with wings. This is the book of Psalms 10, Psalm verse 6. And let's talk about how, Trump, who initially came over talking about let's make America great again. I put up a video the other day talking about where these Moabites are making fun. These Edomites, they said let's make America work again. And the AI content created a lot of fat, morbidly obese Edomites struggling to make the most simplest shit. So basically, when you take a look at the fact that the demand over here is, let's say, okay, for example, for a product, the demand over here is like for 1 million of this product per day. When you look at how Esau them work and how the Americans would work, they'll only probably be able to meet about 20,000. They'll only be able to meet 20,000 because working extra hours or whatever the case is like that, or working hard, that's abuse. Now they're ready to go do lawsuit. See, in China, they don't do lawsuit. They put you to work and they pay you fucking on pennies to the dollar. Okay? So, manufacturing can never take place here in America. If you really believe that's going to be the case there, you're a doggone fool. Just take a look at the way everything is set up over here. And even the people that you even know, look at how lazy they really are. Look at your co-workers. Look at yourself. Are you prepared to do that kind of labor? Absolutely fucking not. All right? This is Psalms 10, verse 6. He had said, okay, let's go with let's start off with verse 1. It says, why standest thou far off, O Lord, Yahweh Shemashah? Why hidest thou thyself in time of trouble? This is what why Jason don't believe. And what we're saying, because they're catching hell, and they believe we were cheering up the Most High, why the hell are we catching hell? Well, come on. Think about it, Jake. I mean, for those of you who went to boot camp or who went to some other thing that was tough, isn't the story of how you exceeded or get to the goal that you got to, isn't that exciting? To talk about, like, man, it was tough, but I made it through. It was, you want to talk about those things, like what you was feeling at that time, what you was going through. So wouldn't it be great in the kingdom to talk about how you was persecuted, how this brother might have got put to death, or maybe you got put to death, okay? But you stood your ground. So you're going to be written in the history books. You're going to be the celebrities and stars. You're going to be the Michelangelo or the Julius Caesars in the kingdom. That's what we're talking about too. And the Lord says He's going to exalt those men that have gone out and done His work and bringing fruits, okay? Bringing fruits. And even the best of us, we come on the highway and the byway, and how many people come and stop by and say, what is it? Okay, I watched the live yesterday with the Brothers of GMS Solemn Assembly, and they had this fat bitch there just stand up there, out of order, talking about she's a Judite and all that stuff like that. And she wasn't there for no other reason than she was looking at these guys and looking at the Brothers of and lusting after them. She was lusting. She got a husband, but she's lusting. That's all she's standing fat ass there for. And you look at her, she's just fat. She's a typical fat fucking crackers looking friggin' type of bitches that just like so-called black men. Okay? Because the only guys that seem to be attracted to so-called black men are just garbage. They're always fat. Because a white bitch is fat. I mean, it's garbage. Big, fat, blinky. They won't take care of the body. Nothing like that. They just think, because you're a black man, you're on a low level, nobody likes you, I'm doing you a favor by coming to you, so that they don't even go through the doggone trouble of trying to even exercise or even looking good for you, because they feel like, well, they're doing you a damn favor. You have nothing to offer. And you see this even with brothers that even have something, still walking around with a damn big, fat, morbidly obese fucking bitch. Okay? And it says, The wicked in his pride, they'll persecute the poor, let them be taken in their own devices that they had imagined. Yes, including you doggone low-level Edomites. If you think you're going to come back with the robe and intimidate Jakes again, oh boy, y'all got something else coming for y'all. Okay? There's a reason why Esau is building the robots, okay, and the cyborg and all that stuff like that. Because physically, y'all cannot win. Y'all are not going to win. You're soft, you're weak, you're not designed. Okay? Because since the Lord is going to eliminate your assets, you're going to turn on each other, and Jake them will be turning on each other. A lot of people are going to be eliminating each other out there like that. The Lord is just going to allow Jake them to go do whatever they want. Right now, Jake hand is being held. Well, you already believe that in slavery, during slavery in North Plantation, where you have 100 Jakes, the doggone five of these Edomites. And there was no uprising. Why the hell do you think that was the case? Because the Lord controls the mind of everybody in this earth. So the Lord will put the spirit in you to be docile and scared as death. There you are, you're about 100 pounds heavier, stronger, way 3 times, 5 times stronger than this doggone punk. Okay? But yes, sir, you allow him to fucking whip your ass and everybody just stands around and watch it. Come on. That's judgment from the Lord, and how about Shema Shai? That ain't the way doggone Jesus is built like that. Alright? So the Lord put that spirit in you. He said, for the wicked boasted of his heart to Zion, blessed the carpenter, whom the Lord, Yahweh Shema Shai abhorred. The Lord abhorred, okay, wickedness. He abhorred the faggots, he abhorred the sissies, he abhorred the little weak ass men, okay, sensitive, doggone, crying all the time, little weak ass, sensitive ass, doggone man. Well, see, that's a doggone thing that's in the way about is y'all like those things. Because this is the most sensitive. Let's see your woman side here. A man is not supposed to be a damn woman. Stop your damn bullshit. Check your fat bitch. Put her in fucking order. Wicked through his pride through the pride of his countenance will not seek after power. Power is not in all of his thoughts. So of course they get the technology. But who gave you the technology, nigga? Who gave you crackers and technology? Huh? Exactly. His ways are always grievous, like judgment far out of his sight. As for all his enemies, he puffeth at them. Yet setting aside, I shall not be moved at all, for I shall now be in adversity. Yes, you will. Starting from the top, you're going to be in adversity. The plan is not going to work. The Lord's going to be the spirit, going to go on low-level Edomites. Okay, they're coming against you. Okay. Jake, them are going to resist you. They're going to be like business as usual. Especially when you can't provide for Jakes no more. They have no need to be obedient Negroes, obedient Latinos and Hispanics, or obedient Native Americans. They have no need for that. Jake them will jump in the 40 or friggin' going up against his mouth is full of cursing, and the seed and floor and under his tongue is wicked. He sit in the lurking place of the villages, in the secret places that he murdered the innocent. His eyes are privy set against the poor, which everything this man does, okay, it's in essence to try to destroy the children of Israel. That's what it all comes down to. All the things that this man is doing is in essence to try to destroy the children of Israel, because that's who's his target. His target is us. This is 2 Ezra 16, starting with verse 68. And let's go a little bit into what's just for you, Jakes, everyone should be confident with these. Because like I said earlier, I really hate when people come talking to me. Neighbors, all that. It's like, don't bother with me. I'm not interested in talking. I don't give a fuck about your opinion. I really don't. Oh boy. I'm seeing what looks like a lot of dust. Lord willing, it doesn't come as big as it does. Right after that, this camera. Really. There's a lot of dust blowing. I don't know where that dust is coming from. Okay, so what we got going on here? So not only do we have this breeze that comes in our damage.